A member of the organising committee, Philip A. Turner, is here to tell you about it.
Well, here we are at the start of the trial on Rodborough Common, just outside Stroud. First held in 1912, the trial is known as the London to Gloucester Reliability Trial. But these days, it doesn't start from London and it doesn't go to Gloucester. Instead, the 63 competitors have to do 2 laps of a 30-mile course in the Cotswolds, climbing 4 hills on each lap. It's not a race, the idea being to climb the hills at all without pausing for breath en route. Any driver who stops on a hill promptly loses 6 marks, and it's the man who loses the least marks at the end of 2 laps who is the winner of the trial. Here's our old friend Kenneth Horn, starting the cars at 1 minute intervals. And don't some of them look odd? This is because many of them have been specially built for trials and have as much of their weight as possible concentrated over the rear axle in order to prevent wheel spin. Look at this extraordinary vehicle, for instance, making a successful climb of the first hill, Ham Mill. By the way, when you see drivers and passengers bouncing up and down their seats, they're not trying to abandon ship by leaving overboard. They're helping those spinning rear wheels to get a grip on the hill's muddy surface. The driver of this Allard seems a trifle confused. I was afraid he was going to take a wrong turning. And so on to the next hill, Juniper, which has broken more trials drivers' hearts than any other hill. Very long and very, very muddy. It just goes on and up until, if your car makes the grade, you storm out from underneath the overhanging trees in the bright sunshine at the top. Only 3 competitors out of the entire entry succeeded in climbing Juniper on Saturday. All the rest came to a standstill with spinning rear wheels. These natural hazards were met by drivers at the foot of the 3rd hill, Hodgcombe, and some of them nearly brought home the bacon. The deep mud which forms Hodgcombe's surface was not too bad on Saturday, but this hill can be a real terror after a few days of heavy rain. The last hill the competitors had to tackle is the most spectacular of the lot, Nailsworth Ladder. It starts almost in the town of Nailsworth and goes up like the side of a house. A truly awe-inspiring sight it is too for the driver competing in his first trial. The surface consists mostly of rocks and loose stones, not mud. Getting a car away from the start of the ladder is no easy task. Watch the skill with which the expert crew of this little Austin coax it off the mark by furious bouncing. This unfortunate appears to be giving a very good demonstration of slow-motion motoring. Ah, too slow, I'm afraid. Bang goes 6 precious points. It's the big cars that are usually the most spectacular, however. Just watch these 2 Allards roaring up to the summit. Wow, riding, cowboy. And so on to the finish after an excellent day's sport in the sunshine.
Last Saturday, 85 cars, 58 solo motorcycles and 14 sidecar combinations assembled at Linton, North Devon, for the 29th Land's End trial over a 60-mile course. Speed, as such, doesn't enter into these trials. Regularity of running and ability to climb the various hills are the chief deciding factors in winning awards. There are a dozen sections officially watched by observers and marshals. This is Dover Head, a test climb which some entrants found more than a little difficult. Bouncing in their seats to try and stop wheel spin was unavailing in this case. A tow rope had to come to the rescue. The competitors, who once really used to drive to Land's End from London, started at Linton at 9 o'clock in the morning and finished at the same spot early the same evening. Each competitor was checked in by the official timekeeper, after which hosts of motorists who had assembled round the course to watch themselves endured a lesser trial in getting home.
The lineup of riders for the first international motocross race to be held in Britain got off to a flying but dusty start at Brands Hatch in Kent on Sunday. Is increasing in popularity and is becoming international in outlook. The name of the meeting being, in fact, L'International Motocross de Nations. A great deal of skill and grit is required to sustain the course, which follows a very tortuous route over narrow woodland paths, mud, adverse cambers, and even, in this case, a bomb crater. Takeoffs, an airfield would seem to be indicated. British riders have been doing well in these events on the continent, and it gave great satisfaction to the crowded spectators to see Britain's riders romp home, not only in the individual event, but in the team race as well. The aggregate time for the team race was 3 hours 30 minutes for Britain and 3 hours 33 minutes for Belgium, their nearest rivals. The magnificent riding of H. Lyons was instrumental in bringing these results. A laurel wreath round his neck denotes the symbol of the victor. And by his win, he carves another niche in the Hall of Honour in competitive motorcycling for Britain. On Pendeen Sands, Carmarthenshire, an enthusiast plans to beat the world motorcycle record. Bob Berry, 40-year-old Manchester garage owner, makes a revolutionary experiment. Not for him an orthodox ride on that part of the body nature provides for the purpose. Berry mounts his Bruff Superior the normal way, but rides it horizontally. The timekeepers clock him 40 miles below the record, and he goes out to try again. The record still uncaptured, Berry gives up to make another attempt next year.